839-1059. Did you guys make it out to the Delmarva Women's Expo that we had a couple of weeks ago in Dover at the Sheraton? That's where I live. I live in Sherrington. Well, if you did, then you saw Mentalist Dan Cain, who I think we have on the line right now. Dan, are you there with me?
I am here with you, Jared. How's it going?
It's going really good. Now, you've got a big event coming up next week. Is this the Smyrna thing that you've got going on, or is this something else?
No, that's correct. This is the Smyrna thing. I'll be driving a car blindfolded.
I love this so much. You're going to drive a car blindfolded. And okay, so it's coming up. Is it the 4th?
It is the 4th. It's going to be from 5 o'clock to 8. I think I will do my drive at 5:30.
5:30 in Smyrna. Are you getting nervous about it, Dan?
If I say yes, then I don't know if anybody will come.
So tell us a little bit about what it's all about. What are you doing, and what's it for?
Okay, so the Smyrna Citizens Committee wanted to know if I could help them out with, raising some money for the police station there, expand it, build a new one, update it, bottom line. And I said, yeah, I think I can. I can maybe come up with something, and I decided to drive a car blindfolded.
How'd you come up with this one?
You know what? There was a guy, in 1874, who did this with a buggy and a horse. But I don't know how impacting the event was, because I think it would have been better if the horse was blindfolded.
I was going to say the horse could see, so it's not that impressive. Do you know what kind of car you're going to be driving?
I don't know yet. Gary Spencer of Troy Spencer and Sons in Dover, he's going to let me use one of his cars.
And he's confident that you're not going to destroy it?
Well, that was the magic, convincing him that I'd be able to do this flawlessly.
What are you driving around a course? Where are you driving? Down 13? Where are you going? Going to Middletown? What are you doing?
Smyrna Municipal Park.
Okay.
They're going to make an obstacle course that I have to drive through.
Oh, wow. Do you know what's going to be in the obstacle course yet? Babies and strollers? I mean,
oh my goodness, no. But I hope to have somebody with me in the car. So I'm going to try to convince the Gary Spencer, who's going to let me use the car. I'm going to try to convince him to stay in the car with me while I'm blindfolded. Just
in case there's an issue with wrecking the car, or why would you have somebody in there with you?
Just to spook the Dickens out of them.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one, too. That's a very good one, too. So anybody can come check you out? I mean, give us the vitals about this.
Yep, it's a free admission. Everybody's allowed to come and check it out. There's going to be hot dogs, popcorn, Italian ice. There's going to be static displays, bouncies and everything. There's going to be a cheer demonstration from a cheer squad. Drill team's going to be there. I think what are those real big horses called? The Clydesdales.
Clydesdales, yeah.
They're going to be down from another police station up north. It's going to be a really cool event.
Now, you blindfold the cheer squad, and then that's going to be tragic. So make sure you don't. Is this the biggest or one of the bigger in spectacle sort of events that you've done? I mean, getting in a car, driving around an obstacle course, it's kind of a large-scale thing.
Yes.
It is. Have you done it? What? Because otherwise, what other kind of events have you done? I mean, besides, your act and presentations.
Well, I predicted the headlines to 2 newspapers back in, I think, 2009, I want to say. And that just blew the editors and the reporters out of the water, because, they don't even know what the headlines are going to be until pretty much that morning that it goes to print. So I wrote my prediction down 2 weeks prior, and they were there to cover the story, and I was dead on with my predictions.
Wow, that's big.
What's that?
That's big. Do you remember what the headlines were?
Yeah, I want to say for the Delaware State News, it was there was a big picture on the front of the paper of a Tea Party rally, and I predicted the reporter of that article and the photographer. And
wow. On
the Smyrna Sun-Times, it was an ex-treasurer that was brought up on fraud charges, I want to say. And in one of the papers, I can't remember which one, I think it was the Delaware State News, there was a rollover accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I predicted all of those. And I think a couple of years later, I predicted the outcome of the Super Bowl 46.
I remember
3
that.
months prior to the game.
I remember that. Because you could easily predict a headline in the newspaper if you say robbed a liquor store, day before, and you thought the headline was going to be robbing a liquor store or something like that. But
right.
You didn't do that.
I mean, there's some general things I could have put out there, but I didn't. I was very specific with names, with events, and the same thing with the Super Bowl last year. 3 months prior to the game, I predicted the winner, the final score, and a specific highlight of the game. Now, 3 months prior, no one knows who's going to be in the Super Bowl.
Right. Absolutely. I think this is going to be really neat. I'm excited that is there going to be any video shot about this? I mean, any footage that we can watch later on? Because I think I'm on the air that night.
I encourage everyone to bring their recording devices out. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to have a television, the ABC sister station, be there with their cameras and crew, and I want them to try to set up a camera inside the car also, so that there's no cheating going on. There's no the person in the car is not telling me where to go or directing me in any possible way. And I want to try to have like a split screen where people can see me driving outside the car, the outside view as well as the inside view. And of course, that's going to be broadcasted later that night on the news station. But again, I encourage everyone to bring the recording devices out and record it for yourself. Put it up on the internet so everybody who wasn't there can see it.
Okay, it's the Blind Ambition Drive, right? That's what it's called?
That's correct.
And one more time, give us the vitals about this, Dan.
It's free. Everybody can come. It's going to be located at the Smyrna Municipal Park on April 4th from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So that's next week, everybody. Next week.
Next week. You can check him out online, the Mentalist Dan Cain. And don't forget, hey, we'll talk to you afterwards, though. Let us know how it went, okay?
You got it. Thank you, Jay.
Hey, thank you so much. Always good talking to you. This is Delaware 105.9, 349. Good being with you this afternoon into the evening. More of your phone calls coming up. That guy's a good guy. 349, Delaware 105.9. Now we're going to find out what's happening on the area roadways. Traffic